Hello, my dear learners. Welcome back to online learning platform of Shri Baswa Public School. So, children, today we are going to start another session of the chapter "The Fight" from your supplement reader. It so happened. Yes, the fight. The fight, which has arguments, debates, ill feelings, hitting, abusing, shouting, and the chapter is all about fight and enmity, which we can see in two important characters. Those are Suraj and Ranji. The fight chapter has written by Ruskin Bond. Yes, in previous session we have seen that the first part starts with the character Ranji, was uh, who was spending his summer holiday in Rajpur. Yes. So there he found a pool which was very clean, cold, and he found it very attracted. So he has taken a long jump in that and started to swim very enjoyingly. So next day also he came to that pool and started to swim in it. But he suddenly noticed that a boy was staring at him angrily. Then, with the friendly note, he called him to join in his swimming. But the boy who was staring at him in an unfriendly manner, he said, "I swim alone. It is my pool. Who invited you here? Why you are swimming in my pool?" Then he said, "Don't you know I am a warrior? You are a villager, and warrior never fight with villager." Then Ranji replied, "So you like to fight with villagers, but I am not villager, I am a fighter." So because of the pool, both Ranji and Suraj started to fight very badly, and for continuously they fought each other near the pool, inside the pool, and they were rolling over the sand. But nobody was, after continuous struggle of 5 minutes, nobody had win victorious, had win the fight, but their body started to give up. So both this they took a long leap, a break. Then again, the other boy who was very angry on him, and who's in whose pool Ranji was swimming, he said, "Now let's start fighting. Now have you agreed? I am a warrior." Then Ranji said, "Have you agreed? I am a fighter." Then also they both were not at all ready to give up. So in the thought came in the mind of Suraj. He said, "Today, now we will not continue the fight. We will continue the fight tomorrow. If you dare to come and fight with me, if you dare, then come and fight with me tomorrow." Then Ranji agreed it. Because now both body was fed up and tired, and they can't continue it. So they went each other to their routine, routine. So till here we completed in first part. So now let's start the second part explanation. Next day, the two Clemenites face each other across the pool. They throw challenges and counter challenges at each other. The best solution, they realize, lies not in fighting each other but fighting together for something. So, in the second part, we are going to see the turning point in the rivalry of two characters. When Ranji got home, he found it difficult to explain the cuts and bruises that showed on his face, leg, and arms. It was difficult to conceal the fact that he had been in an unusual violent fight, and his mother insisted on his staying at home for the rest of the day. That evening, so children, when he went to the home, that time he was unable to explain how he got the marks on his face and cuts on his body. So it was very difficult to conceal those fact what happened, the fact of being violent and having a fight with the stranger. And his mother, after seeing the situation of the boy, his mother insisted and forced him to stay in the home. That evening, though, he slipped out of the house and went to the bazaar, where he found comfort and solace in the bottle of vividly colored lemonade and a banana leaf full of hot sweet jalebis. He had just finished the lemonade when he saw his adversary coming down the road. His first impulse was to turn away and look elsewhere. His second to the his second to throw the lemon bottle at his enemy. But yeah, so children, when mother insisted him and forced him to stay at home, though he slipped out from the house and went to the bazaar, where he found a delicious food, jalebis, juice, and food which was kept in the leaf of bananas. So when he was about to finish his food, his meal, suddenly he noticed that from front, from opposite side, the enemy was coming towards him. Means not towards him, to there itself. So when he saw him, first thought came in his mind to throw the bottle at his enemy. But he did neither of these things. Instead, he stood his ground and scolded at this passing adversary, and the warrior said nothing either but scolded back with equal forcity. So, what he thought of throwing bottle on him, and also not looking at him to avoid him, but he did not did both. He, instead of not doing those both, he stood and started to scold indirectly to his enemy. And the same, the warrior did not reply, but he too did the same indirectly on the air, in air itself, with the same force. They both scold each other. The next day was as hot as the previous one. Ranji felt weak and lazy and not at all eager for a fight. His body was stiff and sore after the previous day's encounter, but he could not refuse the challenge. Not to turn up at the pool would be an acknowledgement of defeat. So, children, the next day when he woke up, that time he felt very weak and lazy, and he was not at all interested for fight, and his body was stiff and sore. Means his body was very, because of the yesterday's fight, he started to feel weak. Okay, and his body was seeming as if it is a stiff, and because of that previous encounter or a fight, and now he can't refuse to go and challenge the Suraj, because he already said I will come, and he don't want to escape from that uh, challenge of the boy. From the way he felt just then, he knew he would be beaten in another fight, but he could not acquiesce in his own defeat. Acquiescence in his own defeat. He must defy his enemy to the last or outwit him, for only then could he gain his respect. If he surrendered now, he would be beaten for all time. But to fight and be beaten today left him free to fight, be beaten again. As long as he fought, he had a right to the pool in the forest. So, children, very nicely he said here, when they both looked at each other angrily in the bazaar, they did not speak and they did not avoid also both of them to each other. Then the next day he went, he thought of going, but he is not at all eager to fight with him. And he was also not wanting to escape and accept the defeat from not fighting. So he have to go there, and he don't want to beaten in another fight. But he can't accept quietly his defeat also, and so he has to be defy or refuse enemy to the last. He has to be fight for his own respect. If he fight though he beaten by him, then he can gain the respect. And if he surrendered without fighting, if he agreed accepted the victory of Suraj, then it will be very hard, very disrespect for him, and it doesn't gain his respect, so he will lose his respect. So he don't want to surrender without fighting, and also he thought if he beaten today, then he will be free, and he will be to fight again. So as he for himself, he thought that as long as I fight with him, then my power, my right on the pool will increase according to him. So he was half hoping that the warrior would have forgotten the challenge, but these hopes were dashed when he saw his opponent sitting stripped to the waist on a rock on the other side of the pool. The warrior was rubbing oil on his body. He saw Ranji beneath the salt tree and called a challenge across the waters of the pool. So children, he reached to the pool, and by the way, he was hoping that the warrior should forget this challenge of coming tomorrow and fighting again. But unfortunately it was not happen, because already the warrior was present and waiting for Ranji to come and fight with him. He was waiting on the rock on the other side of the pool, and he was at that time he was rubbing oil on his body, and he was prepared for he was ready, eagerly ready to fight with Ranji. Now, come over on this side and fight, he shouted. But Ranji was not going to submit to any condition laid down by his opponent. Come this side and fight, he shouted back with equal vigor. Swim across and fight me here, called the other. Or perhaps you cannot swim the length of this pool? So, children, as I said you, the opponent warrior was sitting beneath of salt tree on rock, and he was rubbing oil on his body. So when he saw Ranji, who came on another side of the pool, so he called him, come over this side and fight with me. Then now Ranji was not at all ready to lay down and submit himself under opponent. So he too shouted loudly with the same force, with the same anger, that with the same strength, that you come here and fight with me. He said same to him, you come here, swim across and fight me here. He too said to the, come this side and fight with me. And now the opponent, the warrior, replied, swim across and fight me here. The warrior said, swim across and come here and fight with me. Then he also said, or perhaps you cannot swim the length of this pool. This sentence was said by the opponent, or a Suraj. He said, or else you can't swim or what. You come here, we will fight. But Ranji could have swum the length of the pool a dozen times without tiring, and here he would show the warrior his superiority. So, slipping out of his vest, he dived straight into the water, cutting through it like a knife, and surfaced with hardly a splash. The warrior's mouth hung open in amazement. When he said, or else you perhaps you can't swim or what, then when he said like that, then Ranji can swim. He had already swum the length of the pool for a dozen times. So, and it was happened without tiring, because he is very interested in that work. So, without and he would show here the show his superiority to the opponent without wasting a single time, a single second. He slipped into the water and dived very straightly into the water, as if he is cutting the water with the knife, and within seconds of fraction he reached to the other side of the pool. By seeing it, the opponent mouth was hung open in amazement. You can dive, he exclaimed. It is easy, said Ranji, treading water, waiting for a further challenge. Can't you dive? So when he opponent was amazed and shocked by seeing the skills of diving and swimming of Ranji, he said, you can dive. To the Ranji. Ranji said, yeah, it's very easy. And can't you dive? He said. No, said the other. I jump straight in, but if you will tell me how, I will make a dive. He said, no, I can't dive, but I can jump straight. If you tell me, if you teach me, then I will make a dive. No, said the other. I jump straight in, but if you tell me how, I will make a dive. Sorry. It is easy, said Ranji. Stand on the rock, stretch your arms out, and allow your head to displace your feet. So he said, yeah, it's very easy. You just stand straight on the rock and you take a long leap in the water. You just stretch your arms and allow your head to displace your feet. So both movements should be done at a time. The warrior stood up, stiff and straight, stretched out his arms, and threw himself into the water. He landed flat on his belly with a crash that sent the birds screaming out of the tree. So, how Ranji had directed him, same the warrior followed, and he took a long leap into the water, but he landed flat on his belly, and because of the sound of crash, the birds which were sitting on the tree flew, and went birds started to scream or shout of the trees. Ranji dissolved into the laughter. Yeah, when he took a wrong leap, then Ranji started to laugh on him. Are you trying to empty the pool? He asked, as the warrior came to the surface, spouting water like a small whale. Wasn't it good? Asked the boy, evidently proud of his feat. Not very good, said Ranji. You should have more practice. See, I will do it again. Then, when he came to the surface of the water, then Ranji asked him, "Are you trying to make empty the pool?" Means because of his leap, water flew out. So he just joking, kidding with him. So he said, "Are you trying to empty the pool?" Then he said. Wasn't it good? He asked. Opponent to warrior asked to Ranji. Then he said, not very good. You have to practice a lot. You just look at me. I'll do it for you once again. So Ranji said to warrior. And pulling himself up on a rock, he executed another perfect dive. The other boy waited for him to come up, but swimming underwater, Ranji circled him and came upon him from behind. Yeah. So when he said, I'll do it for you once again, then he has had taken once again a dive into the water, and Ranji, oh, the other boy was waiting him to come out because Ranji liked to swim in under the water. So he circled and came upon him from behind. How did you do that? Asked the astonished youth. Can't you swim underwater? Asked Ranji. No, but I will try it. So the other boy was don't other boy was not knowing how to swim. So when he swam, circled in the pool and came back of boy, he was amazed. He was astonished. He was surprised. So he asked, "How you swim under the water?" Then Ranji asked, "You don't know swimming?" He replied, "Yes, I don't know, but I will try it." So warrior don't know how to swim. The warrior made a tremendous effort to plunge to the bottom of the pool, and indeed the thought he had gone right down, though his bottom, like a duck's, remained above surface. So he said, if you want, then I will try how to do that. When he tried, he was not able to swim like Ranji, and his body was on the water like a duck's. Ranji, however, did not discourage him. It was not bad, he said, but you need a lot of a practice. Will you teach me? Asked his enemy. If you like, I will teach you. You must teach me. If you do not teach me, I will beat you. Will you come here every day and teach me? If you like, said Ranji. They had pulled themselves out of the water and were sitting side by side on a smooth grey rock. My name is Suraj, said the warrior. What's yours? So, children, now the friendship had begun by the learning of swimming. When Ranji saw that Suraj can't swim in the water, then when Suraj saw the great swimming skills of Ranji, he asked, "Will you teach me?" And here, Ranji did not discourage him by laughing or by kidding the skills of by seeing the dive of Ranji, the Suraj. So he said, "Will you teach me, warrior?" He said to Ranji. Ranji said, "If you want, then I'll teach you." Then Suraj replied, "You have to teach me. If you don't teach me, then I'll beat you. Then you have to come every day and teach me." Then Ranji replied, "Yes, I will. If you want, I will teach you." Then both themselves they sat on the rock and side by side and on a smooth grey rock, and Suraj introduced himself as a Suraj. It's me. I am Suraj. What's your name? He asked. He said, "My name is Ranji." "I am strong, am I not?" asked Suraj, bending his arms so that a ball of a muscle stood up, stretching the white of his flesh. "You are strong," said Ranji. "You are a real pahalwan. One day I will be the world's champion wrestler," said Suraj, slapping his thighs with shock with the impact of his hand. He looked critically at Ranji's hard, thin body. "You are quite strong yourself," he conceded, "but you are too bony. I know you people do not eat enough. You must come and have your food with me. I drink one seed of milk every day. We have got our own cow." Yes, children. So, "Be my friend," he said lastly. So, children, when they introduced themselves both, Suraj said to Ranji, asked him that, I am strong, am I not? He asked by showing his muscles of muscle ball and stretching his arms towards the Suraj. Then Suraj replied, "Yes, you are strong and you looks like a pahalwan and you are a real pahalwan, a wrestler. Pahalwan in essence, wrestler." Then Suraj said, "Yes, I will be a world champion wrestler. It's my dream. One day I will become." And when he was saying, he was slapping on his thighs, which were very strong, and he was making impact of his hand. He looked critically towards the Ranji's body, which was too lean and thin, and he looks like a bony. "You are also quite strong, but you are too bony. You have to eat too much, but you people do not eat, so you looks like this. You just look at me how I am. I drink every day a seer or a unit of a weight used previously in India, or a yes liter. He he drinks one seer of milk every day, means a kind of a bucket, you can consider too much, so more than liter or a less than liter, yeah, less than liter, sorry, less than liter drink milk he drinks every day, and you just come and have food with me, or will you be my friend, he asked. And I will make you a pahalwan like me. I know if you teach me to dive and swim underwater, I will make you a pahalwan. That is Faye, isn't it? He also said, be my friend. I will teach you, or I'll make you to look like pahalwan, and I'll teach you. If you are teaching me diving and swimming in the water, then I will also make you pahalwan. Then it will be fair, don't you think? He asked. Warrior Suraj asked to Ranji. That is fair, said Ranji, though he doubted if he was getting the better of the exchange. So Ranji said, yeah, that is fair. But he was doubtful towards the exchange of the friendship. Suraj put his arm around the younger boy and said, we are friends now, yes. They looked at each other with honest, unflinching eyes, and in that moment, love and understanding were born. So, when they agreed for exchanging of learning and teaching, then the youth man or warrior came and hung his hand, put his arm around the younger boy, and said, now we are friends, don't you think? And they looked at each other with the honesty, with unflinching eyes, and that moment was quite understandable, and love which was born in them. We are friends, said Ranji. The birds had settled again in their branches, and the pool was quiet and limped in the shade of the sal tree. It is our pool, said Suraj. Nobody else can come here without our permission. Who would dare? Yes. So after that, love and understanding in between them, Ranji said, yes, we are friends now. And that moment, pool was also settled down, and the birds, because of the screeching, but because of the dive of Suraj, they flew and they started to scream. So they too settled down on their branches. And now Suraj said, it is our pool, not my pool now, and no one can enter in our pool without our permission. Who would dare to do that? Let's see. Then who would dare, said Ranji, smiling with the knowledge that he had won the day. So without fighting, with his smartness, Ranji won the fight, and they increased their bond also. They both became friends. So this is only the story of fight, where the fight enmity converted into the friendship with the smartness of Ranji. So this lesson has written by Ruskin Bond. I hope you enjoyed listening my explanation. Thank you so much for watching the video.